How would you describe the prosecution of the war by the IDF? Many people say it's genocide, there's war crimes. How would you respond?
Genocide is a very important word. It was invented by a Jew following the Holocaust to describe the Holocaust. Nothing could be further from genocide than a war that Israel didn't choose, that was imposed on it by the murder, rape, beheadings of 1,200 people and the kidnapping of 250 people. And Israel conducted the war with more concern for civilian casualties than any army in modern history. On D-Day, many thousands of innocent French people were killed. No, none of them purposely, but that's what happens in the fog of war. The ratio of civilians to combatants generally in wars is between 7-to-1 and 10-to-1. That is 7 civilians for every combatant. In Israel's case, Israel claims the ratio is about 1.2-to-1, almost 1-to-1. Okay, that's their version. The Hamas version is no, it's almost 3-to-1. Even if Hamas is correct, and they're not. Why are they not correct? They count 19-year-olds as children. They count women who are firing rockets as women, not as combatants. So whatever the ratio is, 3-to-1, 2-to-1, 1-to-1, it's better than any army has ever achieved in a comparable war. It's not even close. Better than the United States achieved in Afghanistan and Iraq. Certainly better than any army achieved in the Second World War. As ambassador to Israel from the United States, Mike Huckabee said to the British Prime Minister, don't forget Dresden. You bombed Dresden. Dresden was a civilian city. Don't forget Hiroshima. Don't forget Nagasaki. Don't forget Berlin. Don't forget Tokyo. What Israel has done is so far away from genocide that I have one point that I'd like to make to everybody. Anybody who claims that Israel's committed genocide has lost their credibility on any issue relating to Israel. Ignore anything else they say. They have disqualified themselves from serious discourse when they use the word genocide to describe Israel's compliance with the rules of law.
Would you agree with the Prime Minister who said that we are in a battle of truth? And how would you describe this battle for truth?
I have never in my 87 years or my 65 years of political activism seen so much untruth being circulated in so many quarters. I have a shirt that somebody sent me. It says, is it true or did you read it in the New York Times? Or is it true or did you see it on CNN? There are so many lies.
Yeah. What's at stake in this battle of truth?
What's at stake in this battle of truth is civilization. Are we going to live in a world of truth or are we going to live in a world of make-believe? George Orwell wrote about this nearly 100 years ago, and his predictions, tragically, are coming true. We now live in a world where truth is a factor of the weak. Truth, you need truth, you must be weak. We don't need truth, we're on the right side. When you see these demonstrations on college campuses, when you see these faculty members teaching their students bold-faced lies, calling Israel a colonialist settler state. I mean, Israel fought against colonialism. Menachem Begin blew up the King David Hotel because it was the centerpiece of the English colonial occupation. Israel is the personification of anti-colonialism. You know what the personification of colonialism is? New Zealand. Why? New Zealand strangers who had no connection to the land sailed halfway across the world, conquered the islands, murdered and massacred the Maori, many of them, and then took over and became a white colonialist settler state. And yet New Zealand leads the UN in always condemning Israel. What did Israel do? It was a return to Zion. I bought my wife a coin the other day when I was here in Israel, which has on it written in ancient Hebrew the word for the victory of Zion, for the victory 2,000 years ago. Every prayer in the Jewish Siddur is about the return to Zion. Jews who came to Israel were returning home. This was not colonialism. This was the Jewish national anthem. When I sang it as a kid, as a 7-year-old, the words were very clear. To return, Lashuv la'eretz avotenu, to return to the land of our fathers and mothers. That's what Zionism was. There's always been a Jewish presence here. And the Jewish presence way precedes the Muslim presence or the Arab presence. And so this is the last thing you can ever call colonialism, and we have to keep telling the truth.
Yeah, Professor Dershowitz, it's been a real privilege to be with you. Any final thoughts?
My final thoughts are Israel is the canary in the mine, because if Hamas wins here, you think they're going to stop? You think Iran is going to stop? No. If terrorism is rewarded, it's coming to a theater near you, and it's going to be used as the primary mechanism for trying to undo what people believe are evils. People will say, don't bother with elections. Don't bother with trying to persuade people. Just blow up a few synagogues, blow up a few churches, kill a few rabbis, kill a few priests, and we'll get what we want because the world rewards terrorism. That is not the world any of us wants to live in.
Yeah. Professor Dershowitz, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.